Hello. It has officially snowed. It is officially snowing.
Welcome back to the channel, and you are joining us in the Glencoe Ski Centre, and we are going skiing.
Finally! I started to believe this day would never come. It's finally here. Booted and suited. We've finally managed to get onto the slopes and there is more than enough snow around.
We haven't been skiing in about 3 years, so first things first is going to be a nice easy run and learn how to ski again, I think. We've done a few runs, we've both remembered how to ski mostly. Visibility is not great and conditions are quite variable between icy and powder.
You're having to ski by like feel alone. You really can't see what kind of snow you're hitting at all.
We'll try and get you some footage, but yeah, visibility is not good. The time I film, the time you mess it up. We are back down from our skiing trip. It was pretty good, but visibility was quite poor, hence the distinct lack of footage we managed to get for you.
Yeah, and on top of that, the snow quality was like really variable. There was like proper 2 foot deep powder in places, and then exposed patches of ice, bits of rock sticking out, heather everywhere, which is one thing when you can see, but when you also really can't see what you're skiing into, it's a bit mad.
It was quite the challenge, I think.
Yeah, kind of having to ski by feel alone. Interesting. What is underneath my cowl?
That's for my eyes only. Scandalous.
We've woken up this morning to see blue skies for the first time in what feels like a month.
I think it really is.
Yeah.
It is a gorgeous day. The sun is out, but our panels are currently completely caked in snow and ice. So we've got the ladder out and we're going to go up there and clean them off.
One done, 4 more to go. 1 done, 3 more to go. Now that we've cleared the solar panels of most of that snow and ice, you can see we're getting quite a few amps into our batteries, so it was well worth all that effort.
After cleaning off the solar panels, we went for a scenic drive around the Glencoe area and enjoyed a lazy day basking in the glorious Scottish sun. The following day the forecast was not too bad, so we decided to get our skis out once again and get back on the slopes. By this point we'd pretty much remembered how to ski, but as you're about to see, the same can't be said for using the T-bar links. By late afternoon the winds were picking up quite a lot, but we managed to squeeze in a few more runs before calling it a day and heading back down.
We had much better conditions today. You could actually see what you were skiing on, which is quite nice.
Hopefully we managed to get you some good footage, but despite the visibility being better, we did have problems with the camera this time and the GoPro kept just switching off randomly. So fingers crossed we've got some good footage for you, but we don't really know what we've got yet because we haven't looked at it. We are both completely exhausted this morning, I think. Some combination of skiing yesterday and the winds. The winds were so violent last night, the van was being shaken around like crazy. And neither of us has slept that well for quite a few nights now because the winds have been fairly high. I think we've got a few more days of pretty high wind to come. So I think we can probably put these things to one side, and I don't think we'll be going up anything for at least a few days, so we might try and fit a chores day in and get all our laundry and stuff done and out the way. Oh, that is horrible weather. Absolutely disgusting.
Okay.
We've done the impossible.
We've done it. You won't believe what we've achieved.
This is YouTube clickbait at its finest.
we have made a decision.
And for us, that is actually
Yeah.
a big step.
It's a very big step. We never make any decisions. So we've decided, because the weather is absolutely awful, basically everywhere, and Glencoe, as gorgeous as it is, there isn't a lot to do on rainy days. We're also needing to do a bigger shop, and they've only got smaller food shops and stuff around here. We need to do some laundry. So we're going to head up to Fort William, do all of that kind of stuff. They've got a cinema, they've got a bowling alley and stuff, and various things to do on rainy days. And then once the weather clears, we'll be closer to Craigmeggy area, where we've discovered there's actually a fair amount of mountaineering and some ski tours and stuff. So
she's looking at me occasionally like I'm part of this conversation, but she's also just monologuing.
yeah, it's definitely swollen its banks quite significantly. But there has been a lot of rain, and also there's been quite a lot of snow, and then it warms up, so all the snow keeps melting. So yeah, definitely a lot of water around at the moment. So currently we're thinking of heading up Stob Ban, and I've just been checking it out on the map. Yeah, even though it's a pain to take it uphill, I'd always rather have the gear and the rope and the harness and stuff and not need it than get there and realise actually this feels a bit sketch. We'd like to rope up and then not have it.
Maybe tomorrow might be a different plan. It keeps getting worse. Okay, I think we're going to stop talking about the hail.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're going to ignore it. If we ignore it, it'll go away, yeah? It just wants attention.
Don't use the H word and it will go away. Sounds like it's going away. Ha ha. Here we are in the car park for our Stob Ban ascent today. You can see the van behind me up there. We know roughly where the path goes, but we just need to find where it leaves this car park first. So that'll be challenge number 1. And then hopefully once we've found that, everything will be plain sailing. We found our path out of the car park, so we're starting our approach uphill, obviously.
Apparently it's looking like pretty nice weather today, if a bit chilly. So should have a good day. I've got my helmet on because we actually stopped to get our ice axes out to start approaching our route, and which was going to take us down to that river and then back up to that buttress over there. But I'm not sure if you can see, there's quite a bit of avalanche debris on some of those slopes, which is pulling us off just a little bit. We do think there's enough scoured slopes and rocks that we could probably get to the start of our route safely, but A, we're not really sure what the snowbanks look like up there, and also B, I think we've ended up here quite a bit later than we were expecting. And the winds are coming in earlier than was originally forecast. So I think all in all we've decided it's safer to go up this ridge and summit that way instead today. Oh dear. Oh.
We're approaching the summit of the first ridge line, so it will pop out in, I don't know, 50 meters or so, hopefully onto the ridge, which we can then follow all the way to the summit. just come back down off the summit. The winds have picked up a little bit, as it was forecast to do.
Yeah.
But we should get a nice view on the way back down if this cloud cover lifts a bit.
Yeah, it's kind of been blowing in and out, but right now you can see all the way down to Glen Nevis, which is quite spectacular.
Not every day you see an iced over can.
Who needs a Mediterranean beach when you got weather like this?
To the valley floor on that side. We came from behind you now. And yeah, visibility's come in. We don't want to fall off that drop. So we're going to do a map check, I think, and yeah, hope this weather clears a little bit. We got quite badly lost. We went way too far. So we've just come back. We're now back on the descent we were supposed to be doing. Visibility is still absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to head down now. It's getting a bit late. It's obviously not good visibility, so it will go dark early tonight. So down, I think.
As quickly but as safely as possible. We're almost down now, pretty much. We think we've done the worst of it. So we're probably going to get crampons off and try and speed off down the hill.
Yeah, I think we're both pretty goosed by this point.
Yeah, I think in our missing our ridge, we basically ended up doing 2 extra summits that were not part of the intention for today.
We'll plot the route out and we'll let you know what we planned to do and what we actually ended up doing.
Yeah. We've made it onto a big wide path. Alex is just behind me. So we're going to go down here and get to the van as quickly as possible because we are exhausted, it's going dark and it's raining. We're back from the walk. We've briefly changed out of our very wet gear and really neither of us can be bothered to cook tonight.
Nope, so there's only one thing to do in a situation like this. Well, what a day that was, or turned out to be, because that was never the plan.
Oh no, not in the slightest. I know we always say we're exhausted when we come off from the hill, but this day we are really knackered.
That way back down, before we got to that track bit that we got on film, I had to keep stopping, and even on that track, which was only, what, 500 metres from the top of the track, I stopped about 3 times to sit down and rest.
Yeah, you were really struggling.
Yeah, it's bad.
In fairness, when we realised we'd gone the wrong way and had to start going back uphill quite a way, I was really struggling going up. So I think we both both had our struggles today. But we're back. We're safe.
Yeah, we've had some food. Yeah. We've hung everything up to dry. So I guess, yeah, just tune in next time and see if we manage to recover and get up anything else.